G'day there everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now Viva Amplify allows us to centralize and really simplify our communication campaigns and really reach people where they are, whether that be SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, Outlook or Viva Engage. And today we're going to take a look at a specific use case where we're going to create a campaign all around our controlled documents. So policies, procedures, work instructions, all of those things that get updated. We need to communicate out those updates across the organization. Viva Amplify is a really good use case for this scenario. So let's have a look at how we set things up. We're in Viva Amplify. I'm going to flick over into campaigns and I'm going to create a brand new campaign. So we'll create this and let's call this controlled documents updates. All right. So this is all encompassing all about all of our controlled docs. Okay, I'm not going to worry about a description, and we'll give it let's give it a yellow color. We'll go next. Additional members. Let's include all of our controlled documents group. So it's Nesta, it's also Alex and Patty and Adele as well. All right, so we're going to create this campaign. So it's now setting things up. It's creating a SharePoint site in the back end. It's granting access to everybody that I've just included. And then once this campaign has been created, we're then going to be able to create our first communication. All right. Now at Contoso here, we store all of our policies here in a document library called policies. And we've got this metadata. So we're going on, we review these policies, we make changes, and we need to communicate that out to people. Now, a good way to do that is, well, a typical way to do that is via email, and we send an email out or create a SharePoint page or a news article, and it sits there, but people have to go to see that page on the intranet. What about we meet people where they choose? We're going to take a look at different channels where we can distribute our message. So this new user guide has actually just been updated. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this status update template. You can see that we've got the ability to create different types of templates at the moment. We've got blank, we've got newsletter, we've got event, and we've got status update. So status update kind of makes sense for what we're trying to do. Although it's not really a status, it's a policy. Let's call this a policy update. So we're going to, let's just go back to our document library and let's go for our new user guide update. So I'm going to call this new user guide update as the title. Now we've got a little bit of a description here. Let's just title this summary of update, and what we might do is just remove this image web part, remove this text web part. We might even remove this entire section. You can see that we're kind of editing, or we are editing, a SharePoint page. It's kind of a reduced type of SharePoint page though. Now you can see I'm just going to keep this structure in, but what I want to do is I want to actually include the policy in this update as well. All right. So rather than attaching the document or things like that, we want to keep the policy in its central location right here. So I'm going to click, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the document and I'm going to go copy link. And the default link, the sharing link here is people in Contoso with the link can edit, right? So I'm going to change this and I'm going to change this to view. All right. So I'll go view. I'll create a shareable link and I've now copied that link. So I'm going to go back to my communication here and I'm going to go from a link because this site option here doesn't allow me to browse to an external site. This is the actual site collection that's sitting behind this campaign. So I'm going to go from link, I'm going to paste that link in there and I'm going to add that. So now what we've got is that document that's been embedded into this status update for this particular policy. All right. Now you'll notice when we're in Viva Amplify and we're creating these styles of communication, we've kind of got a cut down web part gallery here. But one of the good ones is the people, the people web part here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out this and I'm going to pop in the people and go for more information. Here are your key contacts. So we'll type that in there. We'll go, Nesta can be a key contact. Megan can be a key contact. We'll pop in Alex and Adele as well. All right, so we'll go Alex and we'll go Adele as our key contacts. All right, so now we're looking pretty good. It's a good update. We've got a summary. We've got the key progress areas. We've got the people to contact. We've also got the actual policy itself, or the document itself, embedded in here where people can actually read it. Okay, so we're now good to go, and we want to send this out. So let's have a look. We'll go click on the next button up in the top right hand corner, and now we've got our distribution channels. So we can see we're previewing for Outlook, for SharePoint, and for Teams as well. Now let's have a look at Outlook. So we can see here we're in Outlook. We can have a look and see what that looks like in SharePoint. Again, we can have a look at what that is going to look like in SharePoint. And then in Teams, this is what it's going to look like in Teams. So you see, we don't get the embedded web part, but we do get the link to the document. So a user, when they're in Teams, can open that document, okay? Or they're taken to that document. So in Outlook, let's add some email recipients. So we'll add an email recipient. It's going to pop up on the left-hand side, and let's go to, we'll just pop in a couple of people here, just as an example. So we'll just go to Alex, but you'd ordinarily put in a distribution list or a group or something like that. So you can see that we can actually edit the email here, or the body of the email as well. So this could be specific just for Outlook. All right, so we just made a change here to Outlook, and that's going to change there. We'll go to SharePoint. Again, let's have a look at SharePoint. Again, this is doesn't have that little emoji, but we can see that this is what it's going to look like here. We've got Teams. Now let's add a team and a channel to this communication. So we're just posting a test message to Teams, but I want to say we've got an all company team. Let's just say it's design, and I want to post it to design. We can see the option. Let's make it an announcement, and we'll go new user guide update. All right, so we'll make that an announcement. Everyone can reply. Let's just make this setting here so only you and the moderators of that team or that channel can reply there, and then we're pretty much good to go. So let's just jump back onto SharePoint, make sure we're good there. All right, looks like we're pretty good here. Looks good. Now we want to choose a SharePoint site that we want to post this to. So we've got an intranet. And let's say the intranet is called The Landing. I think it's called in this tenant. Let's have a look. So you type in the name of your intranet. Maybe it's not. I think I renamed it to maybe The Perspective. So you can see that we've got 10 sites that we can do this to. Let's call it, that's the site there. That's the intranet SharePoint Saturday. And now we're good to go. So we can either publish now, we can schedule to publish, or we can request approval. I'm going to select publish now, and we get a summary of what's going to happen. We're going to email it, we're going to send it to this SharePoint site, and we're also going to post it in a Teams message. So we'll hit publish. That's going to whiz away and begin that publishing process for that update. So we can see here it's working away, and once these have published, you'll see the status here will be changed to published. All right, so that's sending the Outlook email, it's posting that to this particular SharePoint site, and then it's also posting this Teams message to that particular team. So you can see now it's sent, it's posted, and it's posted. So let's jump out into our site and have a look at what that looks like. There's that new that post that's just been distributed there, and you can see that we've got the embedded document inside of the page there. Now, if I jump back into here, we'll jump into Teams. So what we'll do is we'll jump over here. We'll go into and open up Microsoft Teams, and then we'll have a look at the Mark 8 project team design channel. All right, so we'll wait for Teams to open, and then we'll pop into Teams. We'll go into the Mark 8 project team, into the design channel, and you can see here is the post that's just come through from Viva Amplify. We've got all the information, we've got the people here, and then we've also got a link to that policy as well. And obviously that email has been sent out there too. All right, so a really good way to utilize Viva Amplify to communicate out policies, procedures, updates, or anything like that to your controlled documents via different channels. So I hope that brings you some value today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.